We gotta start fucking farming Turkey Tom's content. Okay, let's let's do
The
it.
community is dead. The commentary community is dying out. The problems with the commentary community.
Is that who is that? Is that the Megamind?
The commentary community is extremely sensitive. The problem.
Well, who's saying this? Like small channels?
The commentary community is dead. The commentary community
Oh yeah, it's small
is
channels.
dying out. The problems with the commentary community. The commentary community is extremely sensitive. The problems with the commentary community. Oh hey, I made this one.
Oh, he aged his femboy character a bit. Very nice. Good for you, Turkey Tom.
Relax, and play some PC Master Race video games.
I used to respect a lot of the creators I'm going to talk about today. Not anymore.
Gobble gobble, Turkey Tom!
And why is your name Turkey Tom, but you're not a turkey? Alright, if you really want to pull this off
What is happening
and
here?
brand it right, you'd be a fucking turkey.
Hi, my name is Turkey Tom, and I care about the commentary community.
I don't care. But I wonder why he named himself Turkey Tom. What was the motivation there? I'm genuinely curious.
But wow, can only straight white men be successful in this genre?
Yes! Based, motherfucker. Yeah, damn right. It's only straight white cisgendered men. Based, bro. Yes. Okay. You want to know why? You want to know why only straight men can, or whatever white men can be successful? Thank you for the subs.
Hello, Papa.
Because you shut up, okay? Anybody can do fine in commentary, okay? Just don't become part of the commentary community. That's all it is. Like, you don't have to rest inside the weird toxicity of the commentary community. You could be a commentator without fucking sucking Keemstar's cock. I mean, you really can. It's totally fine. I've managed to do it pretty successfully. I'm doing great. I'm having fun. We're slowly growing. Okay, stop bitching. Stop bitching. Go do commentary without being part of the commentary community, okay? It's a bunch of stinky nerds. You guys know who you are. They're not bad people, but you don't have to be part of that community. You don't have to get all tight-knit and say the N-word, okay? You really don't.
Hate to break it to you, Tiffany, but we talking about the
What the fuck was that?
Wow, can only straight white men be successful in this genre?
Hate to break
Was that my laugh? I don't know.
it to you, Tiffany, but we talking about the white boys today. It may seem like a strange thing to care about, even in an online world where the lives of many adults seem to revolve around intellectual properties created for children, but stick with me. I've been making YouTube videos on this channel for years now, about 7 to be exact. And when this channel was created, in 2015, one of the fastest growing genres of content was commentary, a genre which, at the time, was typically associated with talking about something strange or
With video games playing, right?
interesting over simple visuals. The content itself was extremely easy to make on a regular basis, much like gaming content, but it relied more on the personality of the narrator rather than the game they were playing, making audiences more loyal to what, at the time, was a rapidly growing counterculture.
I just want to take it up the butthole.
It rejected YouTubers of the
Okay.
past while ushering in a new era of channels.
Where's the Charlie guy? Where's Voice Critical? Isn't he a big commentarier? It's like a dog. Oh.
Many of which collaborated to form a shared audience
Is this Trisha Paytas? Who's this guy? Is that Harambe? Pokemon Go? What the fuck is happening here? What are these choices?
that watched all of them. And because of how simple it was to make, you could post a 10-minute long video every single day. The algorithm really liked this, and it shows by what content was rewarded by YouTube at the time. I was a part of that audience, sitting in my bedroom, watching hours of content from these people on a weekly basis, and soaking it all in like the cancerous little sponge that I was. Naturally, once I decided to start posting videos myself, that was the genre I tried to emulate. My first videos were, bad. Even by bad video standards, they were just abysmal from any point of view you could possibly.
Wow, that character does not look non-binary enough, Turkey Tom, so.
You can see.
I think his name is Ned. I think his actual real name is Ned. Ned's Declassified, School Survival Guide.
To this day, I am confused by why I had not thought to graduate from Windows Movie Maker or post videos in a resolution higher than 480p. Even when jokes about drinking bleach were on their way out, there I was making my very own bleach cocktail. But I guess we all have to start somewhere.
Yeah, it was sad when that one guy drank bleach and his esophagus, like, burned up. I remember hearing that as a kid. That's fucked up. Probably way before this, though.
And,
Because I was a kid.
well, there we go.
Wow. Is that Turkey Tom? Is that Ned?
Cheers.
I really wish it hadn't been here, but no going back now.
Wow.
Thanks to videos like this, I was
Bro, hold on a second. Okay. That laugh is throwing me off.
Cheers.
I really wish it hadn't been here, but no going back now. Thanks to
Listen. It just sounds kind of like my laugh. I don't think it is. Is that my laugh? That can't be. That would be weird. That would be a weird troll. That would be the weirdest. That would be the weirdest. It has to just be me. Is it just me? It's not me, right?
Cheers.
I really wish it hadn't been here, but no going back now. Thanks.
Okay, it's probably not me. That would be weird. That would be weird. There's no way that would be me. It's not me. Okay. It just sounds similar. Okay. It's just me thinking it's me. Okay.
To videos like this, I was contacted by another small YouTuber whose online presence appears to have been wiped today. After a quick email exchange, he added me to a few Skype group chats. Now, when kids these days want to be groomed, they go on Discord. But back then, Skype was all the rage.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
And the commentary
I fucking hate him, dude. I'm glad you reached out to me too. Okay.
community from top to bottom would all network through it. Imagine a bunch of 13 to 16-year-olds, each with less than 1,000 subscribers, yelling at each other over Skype every day. A great use of time, believe me, I know. Making friends, going outside, miss me with that cringe shit. I'm exposing Dr. Cum146 for talking shit about Edgy Fox 9.
Wild Spartans, a creator known for his trending topic commentaries and his uneven teeth. Wild Spartans is a YouTuber with around 165,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Like me, he's a YouTuber who covers trending.
Sometimes I want to look back on videos that I made and videos other people made from this time with a nostalgic lens, but this one in particular is just fucking bad. This is just bad. Leafy was missing in action as of 2017, with no more videos being posted and no more tweets either. Really a travesty there. But over time is my...
What would that say?
2017, with no more videos being posted and no more tweets either. Really...
I could definitely fuck a hot girl with a dick, as long as I don't have to suck her balls or anything. That's totally gay. Listen, bro, why not suck the dick and the balls, though? I feel like that's disrespectful to not do that. I would start with that. Okay.
A travesty there.
I just wouldn't take it up the ass. That's my limit. That's too much, you know?
But over time, as my own content changed and, dare I say, improved, the same channels I had previously watched on a regular basis began making content out of the realm of commentary. Elvis the Alien's videos changed to focus more on movies and reviewing bad pieces of media. The Bionic Pig channel similarly went through a few changes before settling on movie reviews. Zaptai, meanwhile, had left the internet for the time being. I'm Alex was still making commentary videos, but had mostly left the...
I thought Zaptai was... Turkey Tom. I'm very confused, bro. I can't keep up with all these fucking kids.
Community behind, as he had to find a new friend group for everyone he ruined.
Realizes there is actually nothing better on this planet than to watch these people that have ripped off everything I've done and talked all that shit and tried to make it out like they were above it. And now 4 years down the line, when ad rates are at its lowest and it's the most unprofitable time to be making videos, they finally had the realization that, hey, maybe he had it right.
And so slowly, one by one, every member of the community moved on. And honestly, I can't even blame the people who left. Those who spent their time concerning themselves with online communities and spend all of their time in Discord calls rarely succeed more than those who spend their time doing the YouTube part of YouTube, making videos. The more videos you make, the more you succeed. It really is that simple. In the absence of their channels, a new audience formed with open mouths for some semblance of that same content. They wanted the drama.
They love the cum.
They wanted the toxicity, and they wanted it now. Enter Augie RFC, who began running a weekly show to discuss happenings of the community. No matter how petty or trivial, he was there to talk about it.
Wait, hold on now. Rose, we have one of the people you're making a video on, Turkey Tom, who's just joined the call.
Yeah, what's up, you dumb fucking bitch?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Holy shit. Jesus Christ.
I see him in the chat. I see him.
Boblax, meanwhile, acted as a documentarian, and I use that term very loosely. Collecting tweets.
Why, bro? Come on. Why is this Boblax gets all this hate? Well, I can't speak. Why does Boblax get this hate, bro? I like his videos. It makes everything easier. It's fucking, you know what I mean? Like you just content farm off of him. It's a win-win.
Tweet after tweet to give people breakdowns of each stupid internet fight. Once again, no matter how petty or trivial. Channels like
that's the game, brothers. That's the game.
Nicholas DiOrio, John Swan, and perhaps myself became the next wave of channels to be the most critical of others on the site. Instead of using Facecam, we opted for a video essay format, which is another way of saying that I'm extremely pretentious. Meanwhile, another wave of channels, heavily inspired by H3H3, came to fruition.
The video we're checking out today is a video called My Epic Morning Routine.
Populated by former Viners, these guys were funny but got rid of the edgy humor much of the old guard had used in exchange for a more sanitized and mainstream tone. They did not aim to upset people, in fact, they aimed to please. Something which went pretty well.
Are they somehow
Wait, are you saying you aim to upset people? What the fuck?
uniquely capable in pulling off this type of humor?
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
They proved to be more successful than any that had come before, as faces like Drew Gooden, Danny Gonzalez, and Cody Ko are now staples in online culture. But going back to me, one of the greatest debates among some of us in my little corner of the internet regarded the existence of reaction commentary, a term coined to refer to a genre of channels who still relied on the format popularized in 2016. Unrelated gameplay footage, talking about some cringe content, and posting each and every day to get the most amount of views possible. It was a formula
That's all cringe, guys.
that worked, but for
By the way, I'll be playing World of Warcraft during my next video.
some reason, I rarely see the history of this genre discussed at all, knowledge which I am actually privy to.
This 7-year-old kid actually stole his grandma's SUV? That's pretty savage.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
So on the internet, there are two different types of people, okay? You can either be a normie or an intellectual. And trust me, you're probably a normie. Unless if you're sub to me.
Say some dumb shit like, I hope everyone here is having a great day today and doesn't die tomorrow.
I was not the biggest fan of these channels. Names like Scrubby and Triggered Tro made steam leave my little ears. But today I've developed a greater appreciation for their place on YouTube. So that's what this video is about. The leafy clones who prove that commentary as a format will never truly die. But before I go any further,
Is he gonna push his plush?
this video is sponsored by me. Do you like me? Do you want to buy me? Well, now you can with the Turkey Tom plush.
Incredible stuff, brother. Okay.
Currently a plush.
Wow. I skipped ahead to that, huh? Okay. I get the memo. I can actually fill that up in 3 shots. Fun fact. It's real. It's a real thing. Okay. How much is it? $28. Jesus Christ. Probably just because it's like difficult to mass produce it. Wow, incredible though.
Oh, leafy gone.
Okay.
There was a grab it now. I'll link it in the description and in the top comment. Okay, now back to the video. With Leafy gone, there was a huge gap in the market for his kind of content. He may not have been cool anymore, but there were hundreds of thousands of viewers who now had
I made a fleshlight of his plush and he saw the reply. That's incredible, brother. Why don't you send that to me? Where do I see that? I would love to see that. That sounds incredible. How? It's not even big enough to make a fleshlight out of it. It just doesn't, it's not even big enough to do that. How big is it? Isn't it like this big? How do you do that?
plenty of time on their hands to watch cringy kids get destroyed. In November of 2016, a channel by the name of Triggered Tro began uploading videos about some very familiar faces, including Jacob Sartorius. He received some success from videos like this, but what truly exploded his channel was the rise of another e-celebrity. In September of that year, a young girl by the name of Danielle Bergoli was invited to appear on reality TV show Dr. Phil. There, she uttered the phrase, "Catch me outside, how about that?" This single episode helped massively in bringing the show to a new generation, with clips of her and other similar characters going viral online. These videos then became memes in their own right, something Triggered Tro was quick to capitalize on.
Yeah, the bedroom has a lock, the third door on the right next to the bathroom, the attic, the kitchen pantry, that one door to the right of the dryer. Fuck, dude, they just gave the whole layout of their house. By the way, how fucking high is this girl right now? My god. And who is selling weed to this girl? And where is she getting weed from?
For the next few years, Tro continued posting similar content a few times a week, growing his channel to more than 1 million subscribers and over 150 million collective views. He was wildly successful by any metric, and it seems like things were only looking up. But one day, he decided to just walk away. No more videos, no more tweets, he was just gone.
Why? Would he make a lot of money in dips? What the fuck?
Naturally, some of his viewers became curious as to his whereabouts and began digging for answers. On question and answer site Quora, an anonymous poster claiming to be his former friend gave what seemed like a decent explanation for his disappearance.
Were you trying to fuck kids? What happened?
I used to work with him. I understand that there are a lot of people who want to know where he is and how he's doing. He made a lot of money off of YouTube. You need to respect him for that. He was consistently hitting videos in the fucking several millions. Of course, all of those views didn't mean anything when all of your videos get demonetized. I want to say around upwards of 95% of his videos lost ad revenue when YouTube decided they would take that fortune. You have to understand, James was never in it for the long run. He stayed for as long as he made money. He was probably more tight on money than me before he started seriously committing to YouTube. He wasn't about to make videos for free, and the donations weren't exactly making up for all that previous lost revenue. This seemed to be a reasonable explanation at the time. Considering the amount of footage he used of television shows, it's possible much of Triggered Tro's catalog was claimed by copyright holders, who then took the majority of his incoming revenue. But recently, Tro came back to YouTube out of the blue with a short video addressing his departure, where he stated that the post was
he fucked kids, right? Is that what happened?
Not from one of his friends, and his name is not even James, as the original poster claimed. So it appears they were just lying for attention, to put it bluntly.
By the way, I know for a fact that none of my friends can put together something so organized as this essay thing we got going on. Is this MLA format? I hope this was a school project, bro.
Regardless of his recent return, Tro was gone for 3 years. He left a huge gap in the market for other channels to monetize his audience, much like Leafy had done before. And what's more, Tro had proved to up-and-comers that there were still viewers hungry for that kind of video, making fun of cringy kids. Funnily enough, the next success story in this genre would come from an actual child. In December of 2017, news came out that a large YouTuber, Chubbs, had scammed one of his fans. He had promised him an audio clip to be featured in their video in exchange for $150, but in return, Chubbs decided to just not send him the audio. He also refused to send him a refund. Keemstar would catch wind of the story and begin asking for comment from parties involved. The victim in this scamming was in fact a 12-year-old kid with a channel by the name of Aiden Projects.
They tried to actually go after this kid, saying he was just using the situation for...
That's a Keemstar. You use that picture of that kid, that's a crime. That's a hate crime, bro. Come on. You did that kid dirty. You could have chose a better picture of that. Come on, man.
Attention. He's 12. Here is the video that the 12-year-old
Oh, he's 12? I agree still. I'm not going to change my stance just because it's a kid.
Aiden made last night. Roll it.
I just want to say that many people want to stop me from making this video, but I am releasing it because I want to get out what I want to say. No Keemstar, no iNever, this is all coming straight from my mouth. Before I release this video, Chubbs now wants to talk. Why didn't you talk to me weeks ago after you scammed me? Oh, that's right, because you don't give two shits about me. The only thing you give two shits about is your reputation. You and your group of friends are a bunch of manipulators doing what you do best.
Damn.
Manipulate.
This kid's dominating this other guy. I don't even know who the fuck they are.
Despite his age, Aiden was well-spoken and clearly showed some promise of being a talented creator in his own right. Keemstar encouraged his audience to subscribe to his channel, resulting in him going from a few hundred subscribers to more than 100,000. While his content meandered a bit during this time, he did eventually settle on a formula, one that should also look pretty familiar.
Now, this monstrosity of a show was produced by the media company TLC, and if I'm being honest, they make some shows where we all ask ourselves the same question. How the fuck did this make it on national television?
This video alone went viral, accumulating more than 21 million views. At the same time that he was racking up hundreds of thousands of subscribers, Aiden began collaborating with his friends, like Scrubby, who shortly after a shout out from Aiden, got major success of his own. Titles like Fortnite Addicted Child Destroyed on Dr. Phil, and The Cringiest Kid on the Internet shot their channels to a level of success that most thought was impossible with the format. I mean, these guys were just talking over gameplay footage. Who would be willing to watch that over and over and over again?
There is a market for everything, bro. You'd be surprised what's on Pornhub. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
although I prefer Motherless because it's a little bit more sussy, you know what I mean?
Perhaps as one demographic aged out of monetized cyberbullying, another aged in. This created a market for people like those mentioned prior, as well as Benji and Cyrus to do exactly the same. At the time they were succeeding on YouTube, really blowing up, I kind of hated them. In fact, I made a video on this very channel, where I mocked them for their poor attempts at humor.
What is this video just like a walking back of mocking like Leafy clones?
And repetitive videos. Part of this was because I didn't like their videos, but part of it was probably also because they were succeeding way more than me. While
That's what it is.
I had 100,000 subscribers, they had 500,000. While I wasn't really trying to make money on YouTube and had barely even taken the time to monetize my stuff, they were the same age as me, making tens of thousands of dollars a month.
Hey, good for them, man. You know what I mean? Chase your bag, brothers.
But the truth about these videos, whether you like them or not, is that they are popular, and people who can do them well are very successful. Time and time again, I have seen the claim that the commentary community is dead. But somehow, every 2 years or so, a new wave of teenagers becomes extremely popular by making YouTube videos talking about cringe. Take Poncho, for example. In early 2021, he became the next big name in this content, making video after video roasting children and eccentric reality TV show stars.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how's it going today? It's your favorite Mexican raincoat here. You see the title. Today, we're taking a look at Mr. Vegan Teacher once again. This is probably the crossover of the century that we're currently witnessing. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this video in my recommended.
To give you all an idea of just how much he blew up and how insane it was to watch, in December of 2020, he had 30,000 subscribers. In January of the next year, he hit 200,000. In March, he hit 500. Today, he has more than 1 million subscribers. All from
I am a teenager, yeah. I'm a trans teen. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretending to be a teenager to groom children.
Making videos about the vegan teacher.
But just
and
on
he was
Discord.
not the only one. Behind him, an entire genre, many of which are still in high school, became wildly popular. Tag Swag, Angween, Decept, Achido, all of these channels exploded, and many of them are still seeing success to this day. Meanwhile, Diesel Patches and Pegasus had been slowly building up loyal audiences of their own for years. If you're wondering what the thumbnail freak is, by the way, it's taken from a Poncho thumbnail. If you watch this channel enough, you've probably seen me plugging my other channel, Tom Dark. Over the past 6 months, I've been putting it in the description of each video, but it's really taken on a life of its own as well. Making videos where I ramble about bullshit over unrelated gameplay is something a few years ago I never thought I would have done. But today, despite my admittedly poor upload schedule, it's something
I was thinking, I was like, I remember that video. That's the J. That's the Meanie Bobini video against Internet of J.
I enjoy just as much as making longer, more produced content. One day, I was watching some of the new wave gameplay commentators and thought, you know, I think I could do this pretty well. Admittedly, my uploads have not been the most consistent, but I'd say 70,000 subscribers later, I have a decent grasp on how to do it. I'll often get emails from people asking me, Tom, how do I make literally the lowest form of content on YouTube and succeed at it?
Well, not for nothing, but these guys aren't making like the lowest form of content. The lowest form of content is what we're doing right here. This is it. You can't get any lower. You know what I mean? You can't get any lower. Now, granted, I could probably look at some dumb fuck topic and then do like some kind of a... I could just talk. I don't even really need a script and then just play some dumb fucking video game over it. But still... We're not even doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing editing. I don't... What am I doing? What would I do? Okay? Just sitting here watching videos, brother. And we just ramble. That's all you really got to do, brother. That's all you really have to do. The only bad part about doing the way I do it is that if you're really ugly like me, it doesn't help your case. People are like, wow, you're fucking hideous. I'm like, yeah. But I don't give a fuck, bro.
There seems to be a belief that you either have it or you don't when it comes to making these videos. This is a misconception. In fact, to put it bluntly, there are some genuinely stupid motherfuckers making videos like this and also raking in tens of thousands of dollars every month. Like,
I do have a good voice. But that's what I'm saying. If I have a good voice, but if you didn't see my face, you would be like, wow, this video is amazing. But you see me and you're like, bleh, and you start throwing up. That's the problem. So
some of the dumbest people I've ever met. Truly, it comes down to 3 specific things.
I'm just sexy.
When your channel is small, no one has any reason to watch you. They don't know anything about you. So you need to give them a reason to click on your video. Talk about things that are going on, whether it be a creator talking shit about another creator, some scandalous allegations, or just a larger content creator you find to be cringe. Some could call this leeching. I would call it
you absolute
leeching. Yeah, I would also call it leeching. Once you've established an audience, that audience will return to your videos for you. Or will they? When it comes to making low-quality content, the least you can do is post a lot. People are really looking for something to fill their time, and commentary content, thanks to its minimal editing and simple to-the-point delivery, doesn't take much time to make. Posting every day is important to build up an audience, which expects that content each and every day. Not every video is going to do as well as each other, but if you post consistently, overall your videos will get more and more views. This is the hardest part for most people, including me, maintaining a consistent upload schedule. But if you can find the motivation, the payoff for those who do post consistently tends to be massive.
Yep.
One of the main issues many commentary channels will run into is that they will blow the fuck up off of talking about one thing, and then when they talk about literally anything else, less than 1/10 of their audience will watch their content.
It's true, man. It is actually very funny. But really, you gotta get to a point where you just stop caring. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You don't want to get fucking like held into a particular. Like, I miss making like a lot of views over like Trisha Paytas, but the topic's so fucking boring, so I stopped. And the views dropped, but like, I mean, the money's still there, bro. Like, the money's still there. Like, I'm doing fine. So I'm like, who cares at the end of the day? You know what I mean?
irrelevant.
I've seen this occur time and time again, and it mostly comes down to sole reliance on topics and thumbnails. If your video about Dream ripping a massive fart in Tubbo's face gets 1 million views, then that's great, but your content needs to be good enough for those that subscribed to also watch all of the other stuff you do. Otherwise, the only time you'll get views is when you make videos about Dream's second, third, and fourth farts.
Yep.
This is one of the more
Yep,
difficult
that's what I
parts
do.
of making simple content like this, but it's something a few channels, like Critical, have managed to master. His personality is memorable, he posts often, and while he does talk about trending topics, he's also spent years talking about whatever he wants and other bullshit. He's been doing it for so long that his audience will just watch whatever he has to say, making his own model one of the best to follow for quote-unquote commentary channels. And I do use that term loosely in reference to him. But once again, it gets even more difficult.
Well, I would say don't try not to like emulate the best. I know that sounds so weird to say because you'd be like, well, they're the best. They're doing really well. But that's one of those things is I feel like and this is something that like I learned more from like when I was working out a lot, when I used to like train for like strongman and shit, is that one of the biggest things you get caught into is like really trying to emulate the best. You'll be on like a solid routine, let's say, and you're fucking blowing up. You're pulling like 600 pounds, and then all of a sudden you go and you see that fucking you go see that like Mike Jenkins is doing something else with his deadlift, and all of a sudden you're experimenting, and then damn, like you just fucked yourself up for like 3 months, right? If you're doing like consistently decent, just keep doing that, because the majority of people who do anything are not going to blow up. Like, you're not going to blow up, chances are. You might, but you probably aren't. So you're better off just being consistent and doing like what you want and just trying to like get better at doing what you like doing. And if you're doing well slowly, just keep that up, because that's most people's trend. I think that just do steroids, absolutely. For like, it's possible that if you just do something that's like a trendy way to get popular, you could really blow up. But I think that for the most part, that hurts other people's content because it's just not you, and it comes off as dishonest, and people can see that like 100 different times in 100 different ways. You're better off just doing your thing, man, and just figuring out how to like just do it better, you know, and just do those slow hits, and then make a consistent base of content that people will like to watch, so that one day if you do hit a nice spike, that'll be good for you, you know? Because that's how it usually works. Like, usually you'll flatline, then you'll spike, and then you'll flatline, then you'll spike, and you'll kind of do like these ups and downs, you know what I mean? Especially when you're in the commentary sphere. I mean, I do commentary usually like more in-depth, like nuanced social topics. So like when we're doing something, we're applying like nuance to it, like the video tends to blow up a little bit more. That's just kind of how it is, you know what I mean? But then when there's not a lot to talk about, you're just kind of like jerking yourself off, you know what I mean? So that's why I made the second channel like the Papa Got Leftovers channel.
In a genre of content built off of throwing together a bunch of media and making something, I don't know, watchable, it may seem ridiculous to talk about originality. I mean, you're talking over footage of a video game you did not make, with music in the background you did not make, reacting to content you did not have any part in. But there's more to it than you may think. Whether it's your personality or a simple gimmick, give people a reason to come back to your channel. Leafy is here had a bunch of branding and a catalog of memes that his audience attached themselves to through his hundreds of uploads.
I wonder if he likes it.
This is because of you, Jacob. This is all because of you.
His personality became familiar to them, as did these seemingly superficial things he associated with his channel. Diesel Patches, meanwhile, had a patented brand of dry
Yeah, we're just trying out the chat. I don't know if I like it. I don't even know if I like it like from an aesthetics perspective.
humor combined with his terminally disinterested voice, which became a meme itself to his viewers.
Good morning, my N-words.
This is something that can be intangible and hard to explain, but it's been done before and it will be done again. It's really something that is developed as a result of consistently posting videos and, frankly, being yourself. It may sound cringe to an irony-poisoned, doomer-pilled Sigma cell, but truly, you do have to reveal some of your personality in these videos so that people will become attached to you. The more personal you seem, the more that parasocial bond will be strengthened. And before long, you too can have a loyal audience of teenagers who like to watch you bully, children.
True.
Yeah.
I'm smoking ass with 2 blunts hanging out his nose, banging out this roast. These hits will never miss. Keep dissing little kids, bitch. I'm the one who hits.
Okay.
The dictionary definition for commentary, yeah, I'm doing the thing everyone hates, is an expression of opinions or offering of explanations about an event or situation. Now, this is very, very broad. While when I think of commentary, the first image to come to mind might be this little freak, the only reason why I have that in my head is because he was the first one I was exposed to. But many others today have their own semi-funny white guy to talk about petty internet drama. I've seen the sentiments pop up time and time again over the last 7 years. Commentary is dead. Within the next 2 years, commentary will be no more. And the thing about
I feel like he's made videos like this before, but on the other channel.
Tweets like this is they miss the big picture and instead focus on a very small period of time. Commentary channels come in many different forms, whether you're a former Vine star or talk about internet happenings for a completely different audience of people, which, frankly, I don't care about. In an online world that has never been more self-referential and focused on commenting on the existence of other media, commentary as a genre will never, ever truly die. Even when, aesthetically, things look like they're changing, I found that the internet has a way of not letting old habits die. I've been Turkey Tom, thanks for watching, and until next time, all of this video was bullshit and lies and meant nothing. Buy my plushie. Leave me alone.
Very cool, brother. Incredible. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.